Today I wanted to reflect over the year and discuss my top 5 downloaded episodes. I have noticed so many new downloads from so many new locations that I thought this would also serve as a starting point for women who are new to the podcast. These are the most popular episodes from the year and the ideal starting point in case you want to dip your toe in the water and listen to a few episodes and see if this is the right show for you. This is Menopausenaturalsolutions. This is episode 143, the best podcasts of 2022. Welcome to Menopause Natural Solutions, your podcast for all things perimenopause, menopause and beyond. Stay tuned as your host, Naturopath Jennifer Harrington, explains how to use natural therapies to find your ultimate health and happiness during your transition. Hello, I'm your host Jen, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your company and your support during the year. Today is my last live podcast for 2022. I do have a real treat in store for you over December and January, and that is a series of pre-recorded interviews with some of the best minds in the industry. But more about that later. Before we start, I really wanted to acknowledge and give thanks to my wonderful guests who have come on the show and helped make this year the success that it has been. In order of appearance, we had Andrea Donsky from Morphus, Dr. Beth Claxton from Flagstaff Functional Medicine, Marie McQueen from hotflashinc, Tanya Shaw from Fit and Vibrant You, and last but not least is Linda LeGras. Thank you so much, ladies. I truly appreciate you all. Now on to the countdown. In at number 5 was Healthy Homes for Healthy Hormones. Environmental health is such a missing factor in so many women's wellness plans. It's a message I have been sharing so often that it is my most repeated podcast topic I have. This show was actually the 5th time I've spoken about the role of your environment in regards to your menopausal transition. After all, your home contains the largest source of hormone disruptive chemicals. These are synthetic chemicals that either block or mimic our natural hormones and therefore interfere with the normal functioning of our body. As well as hormonal imbalance, they are also linked with poor sleep, fatigue, weight gain, mood swings, brain fog, headaches and more. And if you just happen to be listening to this podcast early enough, you may still be able to take advantage of my Black Friday special. This includes a 30% discount off all my digital products, and my Healthy Homes for Healthy Hormones program just happens to be included in this promotion. Coming in at number 4 has got to be my most controversial topic so far. What's the deal with salt? Many women aren't aware that the menopausal transition is actually a time of greater salt needs, especially if you are a frequent sweater or a heavy bleeder. Optimizing your salt levels at this stage of life may help improve your overall heart health, sleep, energy, focus, exercise performance, waist size, happiness, and dietary satisfaction. One way to find out if you are salt deficient is to start taking a clean electrolyte. By clean, I mean free from colours, preservatives, flavours. Take this daily for a week and see how much of a difference it makes for you. But if you have been told to be on a salt or a potassium restricted diet by a doctor, please check with them before trying this, as I don't know your personal history. Next up is number 3, tips for an easier transition into menopause. This episode shares 7 areas of health to assess and optimize if you want to transition naturally into menopause with more ease. It is episode 1 of an 8-part mini-series that dives into these 7 factors: your diet, your home environment, your lifestyle habits, any nutrient deficiencies, and remember, it is thought that 1 in 3 of us have at least 10 deficiencies. Your adrenal health, your digestive health, and your general health, including any undiagnosed or poorly controlled diseases you may have. This episode also looks at my philosophy around hormone therapy and natural therapy. In my view, naturopathic treatment isn't an alternative to hormone therapy. It's not an either-or option, as they can complement each other. Everyone can benefit from naturopathic treatment and improve general health with or without additional hormones. Hormone therapy, on the other hand, can be the fastest way to relief, especially for relentless hot flushes. But it isn't appropriate for every woman, and it doesn't necessarily set you up for long-term health, as you haven't addressed or optimized these other aspects of your well-being. Number 2 is music and menopause. I so love this episode. After all, who doesn't love music? Music can have a healing effect on your soul. It can improve your mood, concentration, and ability to relax. And now we know it can also improve your menopausal transition. This episode unpacks the recently published study titled The Effect of Music Therapy on Menopausal Symptoms and Depression. If you haven't listened to this episode before, please do yourself a favor and download it today. The results of this study blew my mind, and the process and the results are easily replicated at home, and it won't cost you a thing. Drum roll, please, as we welcome in our winning episode for 2022, The Role of Diet in the Menopausal Transition. This episode was part 2 of the mini-series mentioned before and followed the tips for an easier transition into menopause that came in at number 3. How interesting, a sequel that outperformed the original. Diets play such an important role when it comes to health. Some foods trigger menopausal symptoms like hot flushes, and others protect you against them. Here I discuss the 3 most likely problematic foods and the 3 most likely helpful foods for this stage of life. As you can tell from the countdown, I am a big fan of reviewing the year. I celebrate my wins, give thanks to those who helped me along the way, and forgive myself for my shortcomings, and create a plan to do better next year. In preparing for next year, I love to hear from you. What was your favourite episode this year? Or did you have a favourite guest? Or do you have a topic you would like me to explain? If you listen on Apple Podcasts or another platform where you can leave a review, please drop your comment there, or alternatively you can email me at hello@menopausenaturalsolutions.com. Starting next week is the start of my December series of interviews. Did you realize if you go to my YouTube channel, you can actually watch these conversations? I'll leave a link in the show notes in case you want to check my channel out. Don't forget about Black Friday, 30% discount on all digital products. If you're considering working with me, I still have a handful of appointments remaining for 2022. Well, that's it from me. I want to let you know once again how grateful I am for your company. Thank you so much. And I want to wish everyone the merriest of Christmas and the healthiest of New Year's. And I look forward to coming back and chatting with you once again next year. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Menopause Natural Solutions. This podcast contains general information about menopause. It is provided as a guide, and it is not intended to replace medical advice. Opinions of guests are their own, and this podcast does not endorse or accept responsibility for statements made by guests. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please share it with a friend.